This question has a very straightforward algebra solution, and if you know how to do it, it's probably the most easy thing to do to solve this question. And so let me just show you what we would do. It would be a system of equations, and we would use the information in this question to make two simple equations. One is just going to be the quantity of both hats and scarves. So we know there's a total of 23 hats and scarves, so we would have H plus S is equal to 23. And then we need an equation that represents the value of the hats and scarves. So each hat is $8, each scarf is $5, and so that's a total of $142. So we could solve that system and be really, really good. But rather than do that, I'm going to show you what you would do if you couldn't solve that system, if you didn't even know how to come up with those equations. That's really no excuse. We have multiple choices here. We have a calculator. We can solve this strategically, and you'd really want to be able to get these points. Even if it's a little harder and more time consuming, this is an easy question. So what would we do? We would have to guess and check. Start with choice B. What happens? Well, 9 represents the number of scarves. So, okay, 9 scarves, and each scarf we said was $5. So that's $45. There's 23 hats and scarves total, so we need to see how many there would be, how many hats there would be. 14 hats, I just did that in my calculator because 14 and 9 is 23, and each hat is $8, so 14 times 8 is 112. Add them up, and we get 157. Too much money. We needed 142. So what does that mean? Well, now we have to decide whether we need a bigger number or a smaller number, and really it just depends on the story. So in this case, I actually want a bigger number, even though I had too much money. That I need a bigger number because I want more of the thing that costs less, right? So my overall cost will go down if I have more of the cheaper item. So that's really all it is now, is let's do the exact same work, but now we switch out for choice C. 14 times 5 is 70, and then this would be 9 times 8, and that is 72. Add them together, we get 142, and we still have 23 items. So that proves that choice C is right. Look, either way is going to be a little bit tedious because you're going to have to do a lot of steps, right? Solving of systems of equations is kind of tedious, and solving with guess and check is tedious. But in both cases, you cannot get this question wrong. This is a high priority question. You will see stuff like this on your test, and the process for solving is very repetitive. So you can practice this, you can get good at either way, and that way you always lock in these points.